Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our TGW Summerslam kickoff show. I am your host, OddSmith311, here with my co-host.
Evil Penguin Gaming.
And now we got the final three matches, the main events coming up. I'm so excited to talk about these matches, especially this next one here. This one's been building for quite a while now, as our quote-unquote friendly rivalry has grew. I knew I had Andre the Giant in the wings, waiting patiently to make his debut. And he will against the mighty Goldberg.
That was quite the bombshell you dropped on me, sir. I'm not gonna lie.
Or as Andre would like to call him, his after-meal toothpick.
That's pretty much it too. Because I mean, Andre is not a small man. I mean, neither is Goldberg, but I mean, he's no Andre the Giant.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, Goldberg. I mean, we've seen him run through Brock Lesnar of all people, and that's impressive in and of itself. But this is a literal giant of a man. How tall was he? 7'2"?
Something like that.
I thought they said 7'4" on a podcast I was watching.
I've heard it all different ways.
Exactly. I was thinking. I think he's at least 7 foot. I mean,
oh yeah, without question.
I mean, the dude's hands could like engulf a freaking beer can or a human skull, a bald human skull.
A bald human skull.
The proclamation was declared. The gauntlet was laid down. The champion's chosen. This should be a hell of a match.
Now, please don't forget to mention the stakes of this match, kind sir.
Yes, the winner of this match, not the winner, but whichever champion wins, that brand will have first pick in the draft. Very first pick.
Now, what everybody does not realize is, after SummerSlam, now when we say draft, we are not going to just draft people from each other's shows. After SummerSlam, TGW will be taking a break. We will still be here with our WWE pay-per-view reviews. We will still be doing podcasts. However, weekly shows will be taking a hiatus until the next game comes out. Breaking kayfabe, yes, it's a game.
Yeah.
So, by draft, and not to mention, we're just gonna say that champions in the draft are automatically immune.
Yes.
And whoever wins the immunity match, we're going to assume is going to be in the next game. Because we picked, I mean, with the guys we picked, I mean, they kind of have to be in the next game.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine none of those guys would show up.
So, those guys will be immune. Champions will be immune. However, the plan, our plan is, when the next game comes out, since we did not do this for this season of TGW, since this was our first season, we were still trying to get our feet wet. We're trying to figure out how things work. Trying to get a good grasp on how to set up shows that are going to be the best for our viewers. And we've had a very positive response. I'm personally thrilled with the way everything has gone.
Oh yeah, man, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. And watch
Now,
everything grow every week has just been so awesome.
I mean, it's just like watching episodes of Raw and SmackDown every week. It really, really is.
Yeah. We put a lot of time and thought into this stuff, and Penguin does all the editing and everything. A lot of time spent on it, so...
I do the editing. You make sure everything is good to go with Twitch and with the OBS to record these episodes.
As long as I get the volume right. Or the volume right.
And you have the right hashtags in.
Oh God, yes. I think it only happened one time, so we'll try not to let that happen again.
What we're going to do for this quote-unquote draft is when the next game is released, maybe, I can almost guarantee that it'll happen the week that the game is released. Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that as a live stream?
I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I know we haven't had time to really sit down and completely map it all out yet, but I wouldn't rule it out as a possibility.
I think doing it as a live stream is fantastic. It's a fine idea because, I mean, do you know how to set up rosters yet?
Yeah. I've been
because you're doing it in yours. So yeah, we will live stream setting up the entire rosters for the shows. I'm gonna guess that it's probably gonna be a good 2 to 3 hour live stream.
I would think so.
These games have a lot of people in them. Now, what we will do is we'll set up, because I keep everything in spreadsheets. Well, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll set up who we're going to have in the draft, because there's plenty of people in the game that we are not using.
Oh yeah.
To try to keep the shows even. But yeah, we will have a complete live stream of setting up rosters for the entire shows. And if you're there, maybe you can try to influence it. Maybe you can have the SmackDown GM pick one guy so he can go against another guy, or I can pick a tag team that could feud with another tag team. You know,
there's a lot of stuff we could do with that.
Say the Hardy Boys come out as the tag team champions out of SummerSlam. You know, I will automatically have the Hardy Boys. Who would you want to see the Hardy Boys face? Do you want to see them face the Outsiders again? Do you want to see them face the Ascension? If the Ascension don't come out on top.
Mayhap the Usos.
The Hardys and the Usos. Oh, I haven't thought about that.
Oh, yeah.
But that is the story.
That'd be BananaROMa Season 3. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah. BananaROMa Season 3 is going to be loaded with content.
Off the Chizart.
Loaded with content. I'm doing Kingdom Hearts. I'm doing Final Fantasy IX. I might do The Last of Us. I'm doing Until Dawn. I'm doing my Retro First Timer series. What are you planning to do?
Man, you know, I've really been wanting to go back through as like an ongoing thing and play through the Metroid games again.
That'll be another one for my Retro First Timer series.
Well, I'm talking about like, and this will require a little planning because I need to get a Dazzle again. But I mean like the entire Metroid series. Like, there's 3 games for the Wii. Well, actually, technically 2 of them are on GameCube, but you can play them on the Wii. Yeah, all that. Because I've done that before, but I've never streamed it. But I've actually played through all of them. Like, you know, they're in a chronological order if you put them all in the right place. It's story. So I was playing like, you know, Metroid Prime like second, and I was playing like the first game. That one comes like a little later, I think. I don't know, something like that. It's kind of hard to say at this point. I want to do a lot more Lego games. Now that I have this PS4, it opens up a whole different range of things. I'll still be.
I watched you playing Lego Harry Potter for a little bit a few days ago. That looked like a lot of fun.
Man, that game has sucked me in. I had never played it before until I started playing it on here, or on the on the PS4, not on here.
Is there a Jurassic World one?
Yes, and it has all the Jurassic Park stories up to that point. Was it Jurassic Park, Lost World, the third one, and then Jurassic World. So yeah, it's a big game.
Huh.
I'll be doing Insomniac hours again, of course. Which I'll be doing my usual stuff on there, RPGs. I'm gonna try a project of doing a season-long game of Doom 3. I do my Doomsday segment the first Tuesday of every month, or the first.
You finally gonna play Final Fantasy VII?
I need to, man, because like I've said before, I have it on Steam. I can get it on here. I'm not on here. God, I don't know why I keep saying that. I can get on. I've been on my PS4 so much last month. I can get on the PS4, so it's not. I don't have an excuse not to play it.
I would get it on the PS4 if I were you. That's how I play it. Of course, I've had it for PS1, PS3, PS4, and PC.
Yeah,
and beating it on all of them.
Is the one for PS4 is like a remastered kind of thing?
There's only a couple little changes. It's not the complete remake.
Okay.
Still waiting on that. Which I'm also waiting on Kingdom Hearts 3. So my Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough will be done in plenty of time, and then I got to play through Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time. And then I'm waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out by the end of the year. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, it is. There is one coming out. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be out by the end of the year. I've seen numerous Japanese trailers for it, and it looks awesome.
God, how long has it been now?
Since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's been, like, mobile games. They've kept the franchise alive really well.
Okay, cool.
But as far as numbered games, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out somewhere around maybe 04, 05.
Yeah,
it's been a very long time.
I'm going to say, man, it's crazy. It's crazy it's taken this long. But I mean, hey, maybe they felt like they wanted to wait till the technology was in a different spot.
And, well, yeah, and they've got a ton more content to work with.
Oh, gee, I didn't even think about that, man.
Well,
Star Wars,
Marvel, all the new Disney properties.
Indiana Jones. Of course, I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden.
I can imagine Sora. Oh God, Toy Story is a big part of the game. Monsters Inc. is a big part of the game, and
nice.
So is Tangled and Big Hero 6.
Oh, nice. That sounds like
we have got way off track here.
Well, season 3, you asked me what games. Other stuff I'll be doing my Lego video. I like to build Lego sets. Those are pretty fun. Obscure gaming, playing just weird games like DOS games and just odd stuff we find floating around the internet. Oregon Trail. That's a perfect game for obscure gaming. That'd be fun. Dude, I haven't played out your Oregon Trail since I was like 10.
You have died of dysentery.
So many times.
You didn't buy enough meat.
Yeah. Let's not get sidetracked. But don't forget as well, we'll have Felix and Loom doing Habitual Ritual and all the things he does. We'll have Keezy doing Games Done Poorly. And other various guest stars throughout the season. So this is going to be our official season 3. And we'll have more details about that later. But the overall point was that we will be back with our draft show to kick it off, and it'll be a great time.
Yes, it will be.
And we have 2 more matches left here. Okay, the WWE TGW Championship match. The current champion, The Rock, versus Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, brother, am I looking forward to this one.
I tell you, this has been another one that kind of built almost in two parallel, stories. You had Bret Hart breaking off his tag team. Well, actually, he didn't break it off. The Anvil Neidhart broke it off. And
yeah, and you ain't seen him since, have you?
No, that's your boy. But after they split up, he's had a pretty, he started a pretty good singles run, picked up a lot of steam. Dusty Rhodes came in and challenged him for not a grudge match. It was a respect match. It was the old. Dusty Rhodes knows of the Hart family. He's watched Bret as he grew up, and he thought it was time for him to challenge the up and coming talent, and Bret went out there and proved himself. And meanwhile, The Rock, after losing his chance at Samoa Joe a while back for the championship, was able to overcome him this time at Battleground. And he, how can I say it? With the combination of The Rock becoming champion and getting a big head, and Bret beating Dusty and getting a big head, they definitely got on each other's radar in a big way. And now,
yeah,
after an impressive 3 victories, facing first Sami Zayn, then a handicap match with the Usos.
I can't believe you let that handicap match go on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
Bret won. I mean.
And then Sid, Extreme Rules, and he won all 3 of them to earn his chance for the TGW World Championship. So this shouldn't be another one for the ages, man. These are 2 people in their prime that are 2 of the best in the ring at what they do.
Without question.
Different styles, I think. I mean, Rock can be technical, but I think Bret's definitely more of a mat wrestler.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to this one. What's your takeaway from this one?
My opinion of this match is, I feel that with everything that Bret just had to go through on SmackDown in that match against Sami Zayn, finally getting his comeuppance against Sami Zayn after Sami beat him a few weeks ago, that handicap match against the Usos, and to go against Sid. Sid's the former champion.
Yeah.
And Bret, I feel like Bret barely escaped that match with a victory.
Sid was looking for blood, man. He was.
Yeah, he was.
It was his chance to get right back in the ring.
Pulled out a ladder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he did. I was worried about Bret there for a second.
I gotta go with The Rock because I don't feel like Bret. I feel like he's gone through way too much in these past few weeks, especially this past episode of SmackDown.
And that's definitely fair. I mean, especially given the logic I used earlier with Chris Jericho, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, as good as Bret is, man, he's had to climb or crawl through glass to get to that championship match. But I understand your prediction.
Crawl over glass and walk through fire.
Yes.
And damn near got hit by a truck.
Yes. Bret Hart has had what they call a rough week. Or month, or whatever it's been.
Yeah, rough. I don't even begin to describe it. Yeah, I'm going with The Rock on this one.
Alright, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. And that brings us to our last match, the SummerSlam main event.
The culmination of 8 weeks of tournament action. 2 long months of Universal Championship Tournament action. My God, am I incredibly proud of the 32 men that were involved in this tournament. Love them or hate them, they all put their best foot forward.
It's been a great tournament, man. A lot of great matches.
And it has come down to this one final championship match between Braun Strowman and Sting.
Man, that is just... Talk about David and Goliath.
Yeah, well, now, look at it this way. Braun Strowman is the hottest thing going right now. He really is. Sting is a Hall of Famer for 2 separate wrestling organizations. He has been in the ring with the likes of the absolute best this business has ever seen. I mean, just off the top, you can name Flair and Vader.
Those are the 2 people that you could argue made him, that helped catapult him into that spotlight. The matches he had with Rick, when Sting was first coming up, and then the real, that babyface heel, ultra competitive match with Vader. The programs he had with him were awesome.
And then you look at everything's later on down the line that Sting did with Hogan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. One of the biggest pay-per-view sell. Well, what's the term I'm looking for? Sell out or whatever.
Buy rate.
Buy rate, yeah. Of all time, for WCW was at was it Starrcade '97?
Yep.
Sting Hogan.
That's something that we're gonna go back and do, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go back. I got quite the watch list set up on my WWE network. We're gonna go back and review some of the old pay-per-views that had some really huge moments like that. And even if we don't do the entire pay-per-view, we'll pick matches like that.
Yes. Yes.
Pay-per-views that had something that absolutely changed the course of the way professional wrestling was going at the time.
Bash at the Beach, 96. Was it 96? 95?
Was that 90? Yeah, I think it was 95.
When Hogan dropped the leg hurt around the world?
Maybe it was 96. No, because it was a year and a half with the Sting build.
Yeah, I was going to say that's yeah.
Yeah, it had to be 95. It wasn't 94, because 94 is when he went into WCW.
I still can clearly remember when that happened, man. When Hulk Hogan turned heel.
Oh God!
And I didn't even like Hulk Hogan until then.
I know your feelings on Hogan.
Well, my feelings now are very different because I understand and look at the whole thing completely different now than I did as a kid. No, I did not like Hulk Hogan. It's the same reason I hated Superman as a kid, and I love Batman because Superman is invincible and he has all the powers in the universe, and he's boring. Now as an adult, I still kind of think that about Superman, but I like the Man of Steel movies. I'll say that. But yeah,
I can tell you that Superman and Batman are both awful on Injustice too. Well,
heyo, hot take, the most controversial channel on Twitch.
That's something else that people will be seeing soon, but I'll get to that later.
The I Injustice videos.
So, Braun Strowman versus Sting. The young, hungry, I know it sounds cliche, but up-and-comer, Hottest thing going. So incredibly over against the grizzled veteran who has seen the quote-unquote ring wars for, God, how long was he active?
Dude,
25 years at least.
I think it wasn't 88 or 89 when he debuted in WCW.
Something like that.
Or I don't know if his debut, but when he had that Clash of the Champions match, the first one with Ric Flair, that was like the first time he was really put in like a spotlight like that.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, somewhere between 25 and 30 years, Sting was active in the ring. And, I mean, he was one of the biggest stars of my childhood, I know that.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, I mean, this match, for this tournament to come down to this match, and that's not taking anything away from some of the other matches we've seen in the tournament. I mean, we saw Steve Austin versus Sting.
Oh, that was great. Great.
We saw Steve Austin versus John
Cena, yeah.
We saw Triple H against Braun Strowman. I mean, we've seen some absolutely incredible matches, although Braun Strowman did squash Triple H. But
yeah,
that notwithstanding, this match is going to be the stuff of legend. And who will be the champion of the entire universe coming out of it?
Well,
only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to say this. I've seen Sting do some great stuff over the last couple months. I've seen him take out Brock Lesnar. He's fought his way through this tournament. He's definitely one of the top, at the top of the heap. But I've also been watching Braun Strowman in this tournament. And as good as Sting has been, and he has won all his matches, obviously, Braun Strowman has literally stepped over everyone he has fought. I don't know if he had a match that was even, that I can remember that was even like really close at all. I think he wants it. I think it's his time, and I think Braun Strowman will be the champion.
Is that your hot take?
That's my hot take. I think he'll crack the face paint with that power slam.
Crack the face paint. Now, I will tell you, Sting requested something of me. So you're not going to be seeing quite the same Sting that you've been seeing these past few months.
Well, hey, what you and Sting do behind closed doors, I mean, that's perfectly alright, and that's your business.
Don't you start. See who's laughing when that draft comes up. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you hear that chicken? Oh, sorry.
That has been our SummerSlam kickoff show. I am Evil Penguin Gaming.
I'm OddSmith311.
And I believe it is time to get to the show with our intro video narrated by our good buddy Felix and Loom. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for TGW Summerslam.
It's time! It's time! It's SummerSlam time!